Beats Planet.
I know y'all see that. Hold up. Hey, I know y'all see. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, hold. Wait, it wrong. There we go. Hey, I know y'all see that. Hey, hey, what, you know what I'm saying? What we doing? What we doing? Shouts out to everybody that's here, man. Law Nation's in the building. Voch is in the building. Me and Law Nation was just doing something confidential. Y'all mind your business or whatever. But Law say I got another free hour before I had to go. But we really didn't get into a lot of Cowboys talk. Now, in real life, what we're going to do at some point is set this round table up. We're gonna get you and Brother Fusty King and Brother Akoye Media, and we're going to run that thing for the cardio or whatever. But I know that you're constantly watching film, Brother Law Nation. You're constantly trying to get your craft back right. So who is there any player, Brother Law Nation? Is there any players you've been watching that you probably watched at first, but you got a different little opinion on now that you watch with a little more Cowboy context?
Oh, you talking about like those new guys, or are you talking about the current guys?
Just any,
Because
just anybody in general, because Fuster King, he may formulate his draft opinion, but if he watched Tyler long enough, he'll go, "Yo, I really like Tyler Biadasz." Like he just comes up with a new draft discovery or whatever, or just a new player discovery or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any of those?
no, I don't have none of those, but I could talk in conjunctions of your cousin, Tony Pollard, TP. I
Yeah.
could talk about him, with this new regime.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I kind of looked at Skip Pete, the new running backs coach, and I kind of looked at some of what he did when he was over there in Chicagoland with Matt Forte.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to look at Matt Forte and compared to a Tony Pollard. Both of those dogs, they run similar. They actually can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he can run in between the splits, bounce it out to the outside. And I looked at how Skip Pete was able to utilize him.
Mm-hmm.
And now I transferred what Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott can do together. And I went back to go look at some of the game of CJ Anderson, the refrigerator with legs,
Mm-hmm.
and the way Todd Gurley ran all through us in that playoff game.
Sure.
So all I could think of is that a lot of people talking about Mike McCarthy and his system as relates to throwing the ball, but I now look at it from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a situation that Mike McCarthy never had a talent level of a Tony Pollard and an Ezekiel Elliott. Now that he got that, woo-wee, it's going to be medieval, man.
Listen, man, I'm always saying Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl, bro. I'm always saying that, but I just need people to believe and understand that it's coming from a genuine place, man. It's not coming from this place of I'm trying to make some hot take and make y'all just, you know what I'm saying? It ain't coming from that. I sincerely believe that we was one of the best teams in the league last year, man, but we just had a handful of impediments. Them impediments don't exist no more. Like
Right.
your kicker and your head coach is gone now. It was some people, shouts out to Late Night Hype, by the way. I call into y'all show. And there was some I Am Legend monsters, including Big Game James, who's an I Am Legend monster in his own right. He was all like, well, Voch, didn't you like Jason Garrett? Wasn't you a Jason Garrett fan? Listen, if I got all the answers right, I'd be working at NASA. I wouldn't be YouTubing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong sometimes. You know what I mean? But what I did say at the beginning of last season, that if Jason Garrett couldn't do it this year,
Yeah.
you gotta can him. That's the one thing that I was super consistent about. And he didn't do it. He didn't pull it off, and he got his ass canned like we thought we did. So that just is what that is there. All right, so I had to try to fit Law Nation in this little situation. He in there now. Voch in there now. Intro good to go. We lit, boy.
We lit, baby.
So
hey, is
what's
it
up?
wrong with admitting you wrong? Because hey, I was wrong about Christopher Richard. Remember?
Hey, man, Chris Shaw.
Hey, I was wrong, man.
Chris Shaw is a whole nother devil that we ain't even gonna talk about, bro.
Yeah.
So what me and Brother Law Nation have decided to do, because we haven't talked to y'all in an incredibly long time, and we don't like for our peoples to be left out in the cold too long. So we got these phone lines set up, and y'all can take advantage of the phones if you want to, man. I know some people can't call in because they've talked up their anytime minutes anytime and all that good stuff. But if y'all have any questions for this panel, which is Voch, Lombardi, and Law Nation, y'all can feel free to call into this thing. The numbers on the screen, that ain't changed. I know all this new stuff may be off-putting, but it's still 515-606-5187, access code 309-104 if y'all want to call into the show. Until we get callers though, Brother Law Nation. So I don't like defense. I've never been defense guy, but all the other Cowboy YouTubers, y'all love defense. So I don't examine it in that way. But I did do this Jalen what's his name? Smith. I almost call him Ramsey and Hurts. I did this Jalen Smith kind of conversation, analyzing film type of deal or whatever. And I don't want to move Jalen Smith to Sam anymore. I just kind of want Jalen Smith to be whoever he is at his position. So if you don't want Jalen Smith moving backwards, just don't ask Jalen to cover people from the mic spot. Just ask him to go forward from the mic spot. Did you have any thoughts and reservations about that? Because I think Sean Lee is best in his spots. I don't want Sean Lee playing Sam. I think we cool when we playing nickel. What you think about that?
You talking about like just dropping Jalen and covering out in space and not putting him on the edge and blitzing around,
I don't
getting to the
even
quarterback?
I don't even want him. I don't even want him dropping back in space. I either just want him either where he's at, which is covering hook and curl. I want him going forward, or I just want him like playing the run. I don't need Jalen Smith to, get on an island with Christian McCaffrey and run around somewhere. I don't need him because if he's at Sam linebacker, that's what sometimes the matchup could dictate he do that. I think he's a lot safer playing Mike. If he's at Mike, he may run into like some fullbacks or something. You know what I'm saying? So how would you use Jalen Smith as I set the rest of this up real fast?
My thing is all about the growth factor of number 55 double nickel.
Right.
I look back at some of the games, the first meeting with those Philadelphia Filthy Eagles, number 55 was out there, and he jumped on the ball. Shout out to Jalen for making. I think that he caused the fumble, but number 55 was there to collect. And I think that also number 55 did a wonderful job on slowing down their threat as it relates to tight end play. So it's all, and he only had a handful of good games because he was injured most of the season. But when I saw him do those things, I think that this position, the mic is designed for a double nickel to get it out there, and it will be his third year. I think that he should grow in that position and then just move Jalen to the outer edges there. But I could be wrong.
Now, Law. Let's not say bad things about Jalen Smith because Jalen Smith Hive will come and get you up out of here, brother. So let's not say nothing disparaging about Jalen Smith, there, my guy. We got a phone call, I believe.
Already.
Hell yeah, we got Brandon from Frankly Football. Let's see what he got to say. What's up, man?
What's going on, Voch? How you doing?
Everything is everything. Law, could you hear Brandon? Brandon, can you hear Law?
No, I don't hear him, but I can. I can't hear him at all.
All right, then we just gonna run it for the cardio and see what happens then. Brandon from Franklin Football.
We just have to rock with it, man.
We just gonna have to rock and figure it out, man. Law gonna have to be patient.
First off, I do want to let Law Nation know that I'm a very big fan of his work. Appreciate all he do for the community.
Okay.
You can relay that message to him if you can't hear.
No, I can hear him now, Voch.
What's that, Law?
I can hear him now.
All right, cool. There you go. Because we gon' progress.
Boy, yeah.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing up in here?
Wow. Wow.
My damn boy call that. Hold on. Go ahead, Brandon.
But
Go ahead, man.
Here's my question, man. And I really wonder why, every big name player, whether they're a free agent or a big name player that's requesting a trade, is constantly tied to the Cowboys at some point. Me and Set It Off Chris did a video about this recently. Really talking about why so many players, whether they are demanding a big payday or not, have that desire to come to the Cowboys, even if it's a position of redundancy. For example, like David Njoku, we got Blake Jarwin. We don't really need him.
Sure.
So why do you think that everybody wants to be a Cowboy?
I just think, man, I just think it's an opportunity thing. Plus, I think these agents know how Cowboy fans are. You can be Jeff Garcia coming out of retirement, and Cowboy fans be like, "Hey man, y'all think Jeff Garcia better than Mark Sanchez? Y'all think he can come in and be a backup? Y'all think Jeff Garcia can push Andy Dalton?" So I just think that's their way of using fans to try to get some push in the organization to try to get momentum, because momentum is a real thing. Momentum, like Jamal Adams is trying to use momentum to get here. Clowney probably ain't trying to be here, but he's using Cowboy momentum to try to get somewhere else to get some other team to try to drop big money on him. So I don't know.
I'll take Clowney.
Well, it's like this though. Frankly. It's just like the Kardashian theory. When they single and you see a up and coming rising star, all of a sudden they linked in with one of the Kardashians. It's just like it's mandatory that they gotta date one of the Kardashians. Let me know if I'm lying. I even seen pictures where James Harden was dating one of the Kardashians. People said, "Hey man, Law, you dating Kardashians?" Nah, dog, I ain't dating one of those Kardashians. But that's just how it goes, fam.
Yeah.
It's the Dallas Cowboys. In order to be relevant, they say, "Hey, my player is thinking about being with one of the Dallas Cowboys." In order to Kardashian, I'm not trying to throw any salt or shade at them, but in order for them to be relevant, Kardashian is now dating such and such.
Yeah.
I digress.
creating a foot race or so. You know what I mean? Like, hey y'all, Jadeveon trying to go to Dallas.
Right.
Who got money? You know what I'm saying? That's whack. It's whack as hell.
Yeah.
I think that's the only question I got. Just something to kind of provoke people. Just bring that thought up a little bit.
You just wanted to call in
I
and be a part of the
appreciate
show.
both
You ain't had no damn question. You just wanted to be a part of this new rollout. I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
look,
Hey,
it is
at the
what it is.
end of the
Call
day,
it
you will
face-to-face.
forever be the first caller on Voch Lombardi's new setup. Shout out to you.
That's what I'm saying,
Boom.
boy. That's what I'm
And
saying.
it's like that. Hey, I appreciate everything y'all do, fellas. Y'all have a great day.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Indubitably. Because I know y'all ain't finna hold me back too long. I'm about to hit this damn.
Yeah.
Huh? Where did I get my soundboard set up, boy? Look, hey, listen, we rolling this thing out slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. But when it's good to go, it's gonna be good to go. We got another caller. We got hey, if y'all want to talk to Law Nation, cause he don't get a chance to come to the challenge, you know what I'm saying, talk to his family very long because he working so hard, you know what I'm saying? But he in the house now. So if you want to say something to your cousin, Law Nation, 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. You can't miss it. If you see me, you see the number. It's right there. We about to get Jake the Great on the phone. Let's see what the hell,
my dog.
see what the hell Jake the Great talking about. You know what? Let me just pause Jake real fast too. Cause I have noticed something, Brother Law Nation. First of all, let me say, shouts out to Uncle Charlie. He's turned into a staple of this community. But when he called y'all show, y'all call him Charles, cause he's not y'all uncle for real. Like he's my uncle. So when he calls my show, he's Uncle Charlie. To y'all, he's like Cousin Charles or something. So
Cousin Charles. Okay, we call it good old Cousin Charles.
y'all, he ain't everybody uncle. He's my uncle. But let's get into the phone though. See what Jake the Great talking about. Jake the Great work at NASA. He's normally calling us from some type of rocket ship. Jake, what's happening?
Yes.
What's happening, gentlemen? What's happening, man?
Yes, indeed.
Everything.
What's good?
What
What state you in now, man? Let me know.
Man, I'm in the Chicago right now, man. Trying to make my way to DFW. Trying to fly home back to Florida, man.
Okay.
All right then. Put your vest on while you out there. What you got for the show?
I don't really got no question, but I've been working on my not ranting, so I done wrote some shit down. You feel me?
Boy, we got notepads on my show, boy. That's what we do.
First thing I want to say, why people still hating on Dak, thinking that he lost out or by Pat Mahomes getting his money that Dak didn't win big? Because maybe I'm wrong, but I always thought it was next man up. Pat got paid big money. Dak's stats ain't far from Pat Mahomes, so his money should go up. Why people thinking that he lost?
I don't think Pat's money is gonna directly affect anybody's money. I just think Pat got a deal that ain't nobody else got. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think just because he got a 10-year deal, I don't think everybody's gonna go by the 10-year deal model. You know what I'm saying? But on that same token, who else getting 477 guaranteed or something? Maybe you gotta.
Nah, he definitely ain't getting no guaranteed money. Me personally, I don't watch another man's money, but I think it was kind of foolish for him tying himself up for 10 years with one franchise, because the franchise already shows they don't care much about the player. So he blew out his knee, not wishing that on him, but
if he blow his knee out, he got 477 guaranteed that they can't do nothing about. They're gonna have to send that man his monies with his toe up knee. You know what I mean? So I do think
that much.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it was that much guaranteed, man. I thought it was like 100 and some million. He got to do like what, 3 or 4 years?
Bruh.
The rest of the money's guaranteed or something.
Bruh, it's total 506, 477 guaranteed. Law, is that right? I think.
Well, they got these strange mechanisms, meaning that he got to make the team and roster workout bonuses.
Yeah,
so I don't think that it's ever a situation where he's not making the team unless he just go to Snap City and get stuff all snapped up and not able to make the team, like a Ryan Shazier. Let me knock on wood, because I don't want that young brother to go through that. But I think that the contract is good for the Kansas City Chiefs. And no, it's great for the Kansas City Chiefs and good for him, basically.
You have to develop a hell of a coke habit to not get them damn guarantees in that contract.
Right. And like Quincy Carter run. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to Quincy Carter, man. I tried to throw him.
Man,
under that bus.
y'all trying to do interviews with that man. Don't talk about that man. That man is coke.
Hey man, I used to be a fan of Quincy Carter, man.
We all did shit.
Man, before
We all did till that cocaine, boy. My bad. What else you got though, Jake the Great?
Oh yeah. Am I crazy for thinking this? I got my defensive MVP for the year, Clinton Dix, to win defensive MVP.
A little bit.
With all the pressure that we got going on, you know what I'm saying? I think he takes a lot of chances, and he might lead the team with picks. And I'm predicting a Pro Bowl year for him. And last two things I want to see, I want him to please release Tony Pollard, man. I don't care if that ball is in like the back of the end zone. Let him run it out. The man is special, you know, because I see how the Bears use Cordell Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter where he catches the ball. He just brings it out. I wish we could do that with Tony Pollard because he has that kind of potential. The man returned like 7 or 8 kicks for touchdowns in college. Mm-hmm. You know, I just think that, you know, we was wasting his talent. And the last thing I got, we go on 15-1. So that's my prediction. You know, don't nobody try to challenge me on that.
Yeah. Hey, man, listen, man. You won't get no arguments out of me, Jake the Great. I appreciate it, player. Thanks for the call.
All day, man.
Yeah.
Hey, one more thing, man. I was trying to drop a little super chat, man. It seems to not be really working. I don't know. Y'all might need to check that out.
I'll take a look at it, but you could drop it in the Cash App or the PayPal, and I'll still get your message out. But I appreciate it, Jake.
Yeah, drop that Cash App, man. You know.
Yeah.
They don't take 33 1/3%.
Oh boy, YouTube take a hold. They tax me immediately.
And then they say wait to the end of the month.
Oh Lord, Lord, what you think about Laugh Out Loud Clinton Dix being the breakout defensive player on this team necessarily?
Man, oh man. I think that Donovan Wilson have a stronger chance to do that, and I think that this other kid, a lot of people sleeping on. Is the guy Diggs. Here's the thing, Instagram shows it all, right? You know, you go to their Instagram page, and I know it's all fun and laughter, but you know this guy named Jerry Jeudy. They work out together.
Sure.
I saw Diggs take that man's lunch money.
Sure.
He got the interception on him. And then they did another like one-on-one drill where he was the wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting like, damn, Diggs look like a good wide receiver because I know Jerry Jeudy he can't play cornerback, but he was just eating his lunch, man. I was sitting there like, man, this kid. And then he also shut down his brother. I know that it's only within the confines of Instagram highlights, but this Diggs guy, man, he may be onto something.
Well, Diggs
is the Cowboys system.
Diggs is a former receiver. That's kind of why he's kind of raw at corner, but he plays the ball really well, and that's why I think he'll be a really good corner, a good corner in the league because he has those wide receiver ball skills. And like there's a lot of people too, like they'll ask, you know, are these players working out in quarantine or whatever? Hell yeah, they in their backyard tearing their grass up. They absolutely. CeeDee Lamb just got a new house with a new yard, put them cleats on, tore that thing up immediately.
Right. No furniture, man. That's dedication. You saw that?
He ain't got a couch. But he got a cowboy helmet and no couch, and he tearing his grass up. You ain't gotta worry about that. We got some more callers. Let's see what y'all talking about. Brother Law got about 30 more minutes before we gotta go play Super Dad, maybe 20. And we're gonna get him up out of here. We're gonna stop at 2:00. But let's run this for the cardio. Let's see. Matt, what's happening?
What's man?
Wake up, Matt. It's 1:40. Shit. Wake up. See, this ain't Law Nation show, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Law Nation let y'all kind of get away and slide with that a little bit. We ain't gonna be sleeping on my show. Wait, get some water, Matt. What's good, my guy?
My apologies, Law Nation.
What you got for the show?
I was just calling today because, like, I believe this year,
yes, sir,
the defense will be where everybody thought it was going to be last year. Mm-hmm. So now we actually have the players proven that's in place.
Sure.
That can actually go out and execute and perform their jobs. Where last year we just assumed that, because we have certain people in places, they're just going to do it. No, now we have people that have not only shown it, they can do it on a nightly basis.
Yeah. So Matt, let me ask you this question here because we do nuanced question answering on my show. Who's the one player? Because I have a player in mind. I want to see if you can, kind of mirror what I'm saying. If you had one player that's going to make the difference better for everybody on that defense, who do you think is going to be, sir?
Poe.
Absolutely, Dontari Poe. That's my guy. Big 330 ass Dontari Poe gonna make it easy for his ends. He's gonna make it easy for Gerald McCoy at 3 tech. He's gonna make it easy for his linebackers. And if we get pass rush as a byproduct of that, then our DBs get better with Dontari Poe. Dontari Poe is gonna make all the difference if he's still 330 and can still move around a little bit.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. And then with the upgrade from the DN last year to Alden Smith and hopefully Randy Gregory.
Sure.
You can't just sit there and double team Lawrence all day and expect to get away with it. You got to deal with Alden Smith because he could roll out of bed and get you almost double-digit sacks in the season.
Indubitably.
Alden Smith's talented. Then you got Tyron Crawford that could come from the outside and inside. You don't just have like pedestrians or citizens out there anymore. You have bona fide proven players holding down these positions that were an Achilles heel the last year's defense.
Hey Matt, great call, man.
Well,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. That was a great call, man. Appreciate it. Look, dude.
But hey, on this defense, man, the biggest guy that I really want to hope, I'm just hoping that he just turned the corner on is Hill, believe it or not, Tristan Hill. Sure. I just want to see some good out of him because I've been so negative towards him,
Yeah.
And I was so mad and frustrated about the pick of him that I just want him to have this second year to be his year.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that it will be, but.
Hey man, there's one player that's gonna super help Tristan Hill out too. That's Dontari Poe. That's Dontari Poe.
You sure right.
because the only reason Tristan played last year was because Antoine Woods got hurt and Covington had to start, and so we didn't have any backup one techs. Tristan Hill is a B gap player. He belongs in B gap. He is a 3 tech. And when Tristan Hill got on the field, he played one tech where he doesn't really fit. He's not big enough for one tech.
Right.
So I think if you keep Tristan in his position, which is in B gap, and then you put big 330 as Dontari Poe next to him, I don't think you can miss with that. We're gonna jump to these privilege calls. I tell y'all what, y'all got 25. Was that 15? I can't count. Y'all got 15 minutes to call in if y'all want to say something to Brother Law Nation, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up probably a little bit after that now. So get in where you fit in. And boy, these privileged people calling, y'all just keep getting bumped down that list. So we're gonna get these privileged callers in. Set it off, Chris. What's happening, man?
Man, what it do, Voch, man? How you feeling, man? Been seeing everything you've been rolling out, haven't been able to get in because, I've been out here expanding my business, man, trying to be like you, man, doing bigger, better, and it just making my thing great, man. But you've been doing an awesome job. Love, thanks for hopping in, showing us some love. But I got a bone to pick with you, man. Listen, man, you cannot. Listen, you are the diplomat of Cowboy Nation, Law Nation. You're the diplomat. Everybody love Law Nation. Everybody want to be down with the law. You know what I'm saying? They got to be down with the smoothness, the beard and all that good old stuff, man. But, bro, you cannot let these folks get out here and disrespect the nation, man. You don't get Lord Bronson on here the other day, man. I'm watching it all, man. And this clown. This fool, man, this idiot, man, this loser-delphia type cat out here in these streets, talking just crazy, man. Got the nerve, the unmitigated gall, the audacity to sit up and talk about Ray Dakota Prescott and saying a dude who can't freaking finish a playoff game is better than Ray Dakota Prescott? Well, you got to put both foots in that man back. You got to go ahead and snap that dude neck, man. And need for him to get in the comment section and call out my boy, the VOCH, the Lombardi, John Wick of this thing, man. Talking about bring him on. Man, hey, man,
I'm actually going on that show Wednesday.
We're movie guys, right? I want to hit him with showing us lines. Negro, please.
I'm actually.
Let me jump in on this thing right quick, just to say what I said. Now, you said your name, Chris, right?
Let's set it off, Chris, man. Set it off.
Set it off, Chris.
Set it off, baby.
And the reason why you bringing all of this.
I'm the penny to frankly, for Brandon Hart's Shaq. He's Shaq, I'm Penny. We just trying to get in this game a little bit, man. But I've been following Voch, man, for about 3 years now, man. And as he's grown, I've grown, man. And I just saw you out there, man.
No. And I feel you while you're bringing all of this good heat, man. I should put some sunblock on. As black as I am, boy, it's still some good heat.
No, bro, you're not black, bro. You're chocolatey brown, man. Don't ever say you're black, bro. You're chocolatey brown. You're smooth out here for the people, Law.
Yeah, but you did hear what I had to say to all of those Philadelphia Filthy Eagles, and I also said it to him. I told him, and the reason why you bringing all of that good heat is because your name is Chris, and you know that my middle name is Chris, so it's Law Chris Nation. You know what I'm saying? So I love that middle name, said it all Chris. But I'm gonna say this right here, and I'm gonna just say this with all of my heart, soul, and sinew. I told all of the Eagles fans that, hey, 5 is greater than 1. 5 is greater than 3. And by the way, 5 is greater than 4. And also, with all of the Eagles fans, they got neck muscles in their neck looking up to the great Dallas Cowboys organization. You might as well say they got a 6-pack full of neck muscles, because that's how much they looking up. Before they come to the Dallas Cowboys nation to talk all of this good stuff, they got to get past the Washington team, whatever last name they're going to go with. I prefer to go with foreskins, but nevertheless, they got to get past Washington. Then they got to pass the Giants. Then, just maybe then they can keep up and catch up. But guess what? That's what, 60 years, every 60 years, they probably get a chance to, or close to, get a Super Bowl. So that'll be millions and millions of years from here, right?
I got that. I totally understand that. I just, like I said, man, you the different man. You the guy, man, that's the doorkeeper for all this stuff, man. And listen, I totally appreciate what you do and how you're able to get those other guys to even try to come and sit at your feet of your table and graze off of your knowledge, man. But I just I have such a disdain for foolishness. I have such a utter it irks my soul for these cats to get out here and just talk crazy about my quarterback.
Well said,
I'm gonna leave my
Chris.
question, man. I'm not gonna hit you with one more thing. We used to play clock game a long time ago, but I'm gonna get out the way on this. Hey, man, Voch, with everything that you're rolling out and what you're doing with Voch's voice and everything else, man. And I know you probably got 5 or 7, 8 more soliloquies into this thing. Man, help me understand why there's such a lack of knowledge from, I guess, the bigger places or guys who say they in this system or in this YouTube type system to sit up and look at a guy like Ezekiel Elliott and sit and say, oh, he's falling off. Brandon usually sits up, and we talked about it before. For a guy that has gotten no less than 900 yards in a season, and even with a short season that Goodell hit him with the 6 games, the guy got 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. Why do people keep saying he is falling off, or he's not who he used to be, or this, that, and the third? And man, I'm going to get off the line, man. I want to hear your answer, man. But listen, man, I love everything you're doing. Like I've always said, you my hero, man. I'm so proud of you, man, who you are, what you're doing, man. And I just want to let everybody get in. I just want to hear your answer, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Set it off, Chris. That's Chris with Frankly Football. Him and Brandon have formed a tandem over at Frankly Football on YouTube. So y'all go check them out. First of all, Law Nation, man, if I'm ever on your show and somebody call your show to talk crazy to me, like I wouldn't let that happen. Sorry, I wouldn't let that happen. But people just kind of people they can say anything that they want, and they let anybody make a YouTube. So if there's a YouTuber in particular that you feel like they feel like Zeke has fallen off, well, people just kind of feel what they want to feel. But we have shows like this to kind of counteract those I Am Legend monsters, so we can put as much education out in these streets as we possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Let me lock that up.
The conference has been locked.
As we possibly can. So that's just that. Also, the show that you're referring to that had Law and Brunson and the other, like the NFC East rhombus table, because it's not a round table because it's only one of them. Right. I'm actually gonna go on that show Wednesday. I don't know who's gonna be on my panel or whatever, but You know, it is what it is, man. You know, I mean, they can come to Voch Lombardi all that mess if they want to. You know what I'm saying? But I hope they got their guns ready. And I ain't even going to talk crazy because I think people kind of overrate fan rivalries, but they can get it if they want it. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, fuck them.
They can get it if they want it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the phones though. Law Nation got like 9 minutes. I may do the show a little longer. I don't know, but we'll see. So let's just kind of get these calls in and run it for the cardio. Uncle Charlie is up next. Drummer Cam on deck, and Dave from New York is in the hold. And we're gonna go from there. All right, Uncle Charlie by the screen. What's up, man? Uncle Charlie, what's happening?
What's going on, y'all? What's happening, man?
Everything good, Uncle Charlie. What's good?
What's going on with my two kings today, man?
I tried to tell him, Uncle Charlie, that you're turning into this legend in Cowboy YouTube fandom, but I try to get him to understand that when you call the late night hype, you not they uncle, you like they cousin or something. You're just Charles to them. You my uncle. You Uncle Charlie over here. You're cousin Charles over there. It's different. You know what I'm saying? But what you got for the show, Uncle?
Yes, sir. And we finna prove it right now. And let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to change, man. It's hard to get the Dallas Cowboy organization to change.
Sure.
Here it is, man. We need to start with Dak and work our way down to get a Jamal Adams, to work ourselves down to get a Clowney. You know, it's very hard to make folks change. My mama tried to make my daddy change. My mama just said, look here, you're cutting my legs up, you're cutting my bedspreads up. You need to cut them toenails. You need to cut them.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad said, well, I'll go ahead and cut them. Give me that knife out the rack. He said, I can't get that knife. I'll cut my chicken and ham up with that knife. Son, go out there to the garage, get me the saw. The saw, daddy, really? He said, y'all go out there and help y'all daddy with that. I said, Mama, I love you. I really do. But I don't do toes, Mama. You can go ahead and ground me right now. So I got two questions for you.
Yes, sir.
I want to know from you. Mm-hmm. If we get a pass rusher like a Javen County, do we even need Jamal Adams? So I really want to get your answer on that.
I tell you what, the best way to make your safeties look better is to increase your pass rush. 100%. I do think it's an avenue where you can get both of them, but that could be the Madden player in me. But sure, if you got Hilarious and you got whether it be Xavier Woods or Donovan Wilson out there, if your pass rush top tier, hell, it's teams around the league that got great pass rushes but bad safeties, but they safeties can exist because they pass rush so good. So I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm with you too. You know.
Yeah, and
so,
I'm gonna say this, and Law, it is so good to see you. And how that baby doing, Law?
Oh man, we had the doctor's appointment yesterday, and you know she was born 11 pounds. Now she's 12 pounds, so she's growing. She's growing, and that's a good thing.
She's growing already.
Yes,
she's growing already. See, God got your back, man. So we're gonna pray for the baby. We're gonna pray for her, and she's gonna be a upstanding citizen in this world. So I want to make this closing. Let me tell you something. Y'all need to put your baskets on, because if you could come to me, I ain't gonna do no bank robbery. We ain't gonna hit no lick. But I'll take you to the grocery store and get you something to eat if you're hungry. So put your doggone mask on. Keep your mask on. And I like to tell y'all two kings, I love y'all, bro.
Appreciate it, Uncle Charlie.
Love you too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said, listen, man, you can go in the garage and get that saw, but I don't do no toes, man. I don't do no toes.
Man, I gain wisdom, man. Listen to him, man. Whenever he call in, he brings in a lot of substance, man.
Uncle Charlie called in one time. He was like, if you go to a beauty pageant and you see one of the models and they don't got on swimsuits, but they got on Timberland boots, then that's not a model. She's a terrorist. You can't beat that, Lord Nation. You can't beat that kind of wisdom from Uncle Charlie.
Man, he's the truth, man. You know, it reminds me when we watch Ocean 11. You remember that show? Well, the movie, and they had to go talk to this guy, and they all spoke in codes. That's Uncle Charles, man. He was speaking codes with some analogy, and then you have to look back and he said, "Yeah, you know, you remember Ocean 11? Was it part 1 or part 2 when they had to go talk to the guy?"
That was in part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Part 2.
He had to go talk to the guy, you know.
We got
you gotta keep up with him.
We got Drummer Cam up next, Dave from New York on deck, and 843 in the hole. Now you can see my terminology I'm using, Law Nation. That's that powerlifting track language, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
You know how that go. We athletes and natches. Drummer Cam, what's cracking lacking, sir? Everything's everything. What's happening?
Man, just took. I was like, man, he went live coming on. Oh, he's got Law. I gotta call it. I got two of the guys that the OGs in this, right? You guys have been holding down for a long time. Law, what you guys are doing with Late Night Hype, the vindication that has come out of that, and the great work, I mean, guys now using your material and the three-letter network. Perfect. Man, you guys are doing a great job, man. I can't believe how much that's growing, and I look forward to every one of those interviews. You guys have been fantastic. And Voch, everything you're putting out, all the upgrades, you going live. Perfect. We got a video with no delay right now.
Yeah.
I've been around. I remember those when we tried. It was like, Voch, your mic, there's something wrong with the audio. And you're like, we know this. Like, we've been there.
Talk to him. Talk to him. What you got for the show?
Great, man. So I love the offense. I love the O-line. I love defense. I love the D-line. But I'm gonna pull you guys in a little different direction where that's a little blended. Who do you think on special teams is going to be a standout star this year? Let's flip it, right? Who do you think on special teams is going to do something special and actually probably get a spot on this roster and be something long-term for us?
Reggie Robinson, the rookie from
How about to say Reggie Robinson?
The rookie from Tulsa. Look, everybody that's kind of breaking down Reggie, we all saying the same thing. Like, man, this big, tall, long-ass dude that run a 4.4, the super, like super aggressive or whatever. Like, he may not be a cornerback day one, but he gonna go play gunner. He gonna go play kickoff. He gonna go tackle people and cover punts and all that. Yeah, 100%. Reggie Robinson.
Yeah. In conjunction with the other guy, he still find ways to make this team. They just paid him this offseason. Goodwin or Godwin or
Hello? Testing?
Yeah. I hear you now.
Okay, cool. I see what the problem is. Law, can you hear me? Okay, time out. We're going to get Law back. Hold on. I think my feet is kicking stuff up under my desk or whatever. I think that's what the problem is. Hold on, Law. Brother Law Nation.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I figured the problem out, Law. I'm kicking a cord under my desk, and it keep coming out, so I had to get up and go over and plug it back. My bad. Drummer Cam, what was we saying? Y'all ain't funny. What was we saying?
Chris Goodwin. You were about to mention Chris Goodwin.
Oh, yeah. What's the difference between Goodwin and what's his face? Goodwin and Reggie Robinson is that Goodwin would make this team and he would play kicking game, but he wouldn't play defense. So he'll just be this roster spot dedicated to kicking game. What I think you would get with Reggie is Reggie's actually a guy that you can play on defense. You can groom him into his corner spot or whatever. Plus he can play kicking game for you. So I think we're just going to try to get the players that we can get the most out of. And I think Reggie's going to be one of those guys we can get more out of than Chris Goodwin.
Yes, indeed. I was looking for that, Voch. I was sitting there saying, how can I get Goodwin off this team? I started looking at his film, and I didn't see any good tape on him on defense. Matter of fact, we need to start praying to God, Allah, Yahweh, everybody, when we see Goodwin out there, because he can't cover, he don't do anything good out there as relates to defensive coverage or hitting or tackling.
Right.
But when it comes down to special team, you will see that he's the first one there on punts or even kickoff returns and making the necessary tackle and getting there. So I don't know. Maybe he just like the Slayton, you know how the Patriots use Slayton or what have you. Maybe he's that guy for us. on a lower degree, basically.
My chat box is hilarious. One bad thing happens, they just go, "Oh, the Illuminati got Voch. Oh, just y'all messy, boy. Y'all messy." Drummer Can, what else you had?
That's it, man. That's all I wanted to ask. And say, hey, I appreciate you guys. You guys are doing awesome things, and salute to both of y'all.
I appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Brother Law, you had to go?
Yeah, but I would like to say this. I was thinking about when you say I am legend monsters.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's a unique way of describing someone who does all of the, you know, blah, blah, blah talking, right?
Sure.
The BS talking. And then it made me go back and watch that movie. And I realized that those monsters are afraid of the light, right? They feel like they can't take it. So now I kind of put pieces together, and I'll talk about when you start talking about philosophy talking, and the reason why you're so brilliant with this, Voch, when you start spreading or shedding the light, that's meaning knowledge, information, onto the I am legend monsters, they start shaking, right? They start running away. So Voch Lombardi been preaching to everybody that when he started breaking down the film, when he started talking about the tape, when he started evaluating the code, and he said he's not worried with the I am legend monsters. And people want to know why? Because he's going to spread, therefore, I say, the light, the knowledge. Makes them shake. It makes them go run into their caves. It makes them go run into their holes. So I will say here, Voch Lombardi, who brings the information for the nation, brings the party, and I love the analogy. He said he's not worried for the I am legend monsters because he bringing the light. And that's knowledge.
Damn, Brother Lord, I didn't even think. I ain't even think about it, Law. I ain't even think about it. I'm lying. That's the point of the whole analogy. We was talking about light in the first place. I am legend. We was talking about that's the point I was trying to make. Law, you are a gentleman and a scholar, my good sir. You bring a lot of good things to this nation. You go be with your baby and go be super dad, and we're going to run this show, and we're going to have a round table at some point before I go on vacation, my guy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Salute, Cowboy Nation. And remember, you all are listening in to nothing but the best. I'm out. Peace.
Peace. Damn, Law Nation. So listen, this is what I want to do. I want to take a bathroom break for like 20 seconds. I've been drinking a lot of water. Me and Law have been doing an interview or whatever. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the phone lines back up.
The conference has been
So
unlocked.
if anybody wants to get in, I'll probably do a little bit more with y'all, then I'll go get a little workout in. So call into the show now. The number is in the description. It's 515-606-5187. Get in line, get your spots in, and then I'll be back, and we're going to take them calls, and we're going to get in the chat box, and then we're going to leave. All right, so I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. We back. We are back. Law Nation has left the call. Very good. This thing is on its way.
Does that look like wild parsley to you?
It is on its way. All right, so we're going to get into the phone, see what y'all talking about, and then I'm going to talk in the chat box for a little bit and see what the hell y'all saying, all right? Let's run for the cardio. Dave from New York is up next. Let's see what he's saying. What's happening, Dave?
Voch, my man, how are you, sir? The Cowboys 6 Lombardi.
Hey, man, life is good. I don't have a thing to complain about, sir. Everything is everything.
That's it. You know, the nation is still with the COVID, but you know, we gonna be all right, man. We gonna be all right.
We're gonna be just fine. We just gonna wear our mask and keep sanitizing our little hands and all that, and we're gonna be good to go, player. Don't you worry.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lower left, I wanted to say congratulations on the baby and salute to him. But my thing is this: have a couple of things, maybe three. One, I do appreciate and like the fact what you said about Mike McCarthy, where you said he ain't gotta be great, he just gotta be better than Garrett.
That's it.
And I appreciate that because, you know what I'm saying, everybody is trying to mark him as this, failure. Like he didn't do anything with Aaron Rodgers. You know, he only got one Super Bowl, as you said. And even to the point where they're like, okay, he's going to be our savior. Now, we don't need him to do that. We just, like you said, we need him to be better than Garrett, and we are good. Number one offense, we're going to be that next year. This year, we're going to be the number one offense again. And then I'm thinking our defense maybe top 10, maybe. I'm even going to stretch and say top 5. Right. Because the D-line and our linebackers are intact. The only question mark we have is our secondary. And I think, as you have said, you pointed out that D-line, they're going. If they get in there, the secondary is going to look good because there's other teams that have trash secondary, but they do good. So, you know, those are what I appreciate that, you know, you made those points. And just looking at it from the Cowboys fan standpoint, we're building depth, and then even by the draft, we're drafting good, and we're building depth. And, you know, the only hiccup, we lost Travis Frederick, but, you know, I'm sure that you call him badass. I think once he gets in line and everything, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. I'm predicting we're going to be, we established that dynasty, and we're going to have multiple Super Bowls in the next few years.
100%. 100%. I've been firm on that, that notion that this is going to be a thing of dynasty because of the contracts and how they all play out. So your top player is going to be here for a while. They at baseline till 2022. So if we can get 2 Super Bowls out of that, then let's do it.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Voch, you know. And I see, you know what, you got 55,000.5. You know, that's the Bible. I texted him. I gotta look it up again. But you know, the 555 is good, and it's in the Bible is good. So you know, that's all I salute to you, Voch. Thank you for taking my call, and my guy, always stay breezy.
Appreciate it, man. 555. It's in the Bible somewhere, and it means something good. Appreciate it, Dave from New York.
All right, man.
I love the logic. It's fantastic. He said, "Hey, it's in the Bible somewhere. I forgot what it means, but I know it means it's something good." So we just gonna run that. All right. We got one more call, and then we're gonna dig into the chat box a little bit, see what y'all talking about, and then I'm gonna go work out somewhere. 853-843. What's up? Who this?
That's right. This is Merc Rush 9. I usually listen to Law Nation, but I jumped on the U box this year. I've been listening to Law Nation about a year and a half, and I just tuned into you this year.
Okay.
Glad to be around you. Glad to be one of your fans, man.
Perfect. Appreciate it. What you got for the show?
I got 2 questions, man, or 2 topics.
Okay.
My first topic is: Do you think that in the locker room there's some division between the guys who really wanted to play for Garrett and the guys that didn't want to play? Kind of a villain type-ish thing where they didn't want Garrett to succeed, and those that didn't want Garrett there just kind of like tainted a little bit.
I don't think anybody sabotaged Garrett because that's not really football player DNA. You know, did people kind of give up on his message? Did they kind of quit on him a little bit? You know, in theory, sure, but I don't think anybody conspired to come together and be like, "Hey, we're gonna lose games on purpose to get Garrett fired." That's not really football DNA. So I don't think that's the thing. All right, then he left. Sound like people was wrestling back there, wasn't it? Hey, look, I was about to hit him with the turn your house down, but
The conference has been locked.
I ain't want to do it, man. You know when like if he was calling to my show all the time or whatever, then I probably would have hit him with the turn your house down. But he said he was brand new, and that he came over from the Law Nation situation, so we ain't gonna hate him on that. So that's what I want to do. This is another thing I got. Hold on, I got something else. Hold on, let me do this. I got to go here, and then I have to pop out the chat. Okay. And then I get to minimize that screen, okay? And hold on, y'all, because we're doing this on the fly, but we're going to be okay. And if I click on chat, well, that's under construction, but no, that's wrong tab. We're going to do that. Okay, cool. So I'm there. All right. Y'all work with me. All right. And then I got to go to window capture, or do I go to browser? Let's go to window capture, see what the hell happened if I go to window capture. And let me type in chat. All right. Oh, buddy. All right. And then I'm going to drag y'all over to this blank spot here. And we going to make you, hold on. Can I hit this button? And if I do that, will y'all just, nope. What if I do that and would you just, hold on. Or if I did that, would you, So I got to go like that. And then I know it's a better way to do this, but we just going to figure it out right now on the fly. And we'll just, or do I got to go to browser? Let's see what happens if I go to browser. Let me mute this. Well, not mute it. Let me just close it. And then if I copy this link, bam, copy, and then I open and go to, See, I'm taking y'all through this process with me. So y'all know ain't nothing fake over here. Y'all know about these trials and tribulations we go through. Well, let's do a chat with 2 T's then, since you want to say I used that already. Okay, let's do a chat with 2 T's. All right, then we're going to hit that button, okay? Then we're going to insert the URL of that chat, okay? Let's see what we got. Do we get something? Do we get anything? Refresh the current page. No, that don't work. That ain't nothing. That ain't it. Hey, okay. So let's see what we do now. We got 2 chats on the screen. All right, we got 2 chats on the screen. If I may, what if I hit this button and pick y'all up right there? Oh, we gonna learn. We gonna get right. Everybody that's tuned in right now, we gonna get right. Believe me. Don't move this. It's stupid. You gonna move that. We gonna do that. Don't move me. Don't move me. And don't close me neither. All right. Chat box, we on our way, you understand? Because I want to answer y'all anytime questions, anytime, because y'all may have talked up all y'all anytime minutes and y'all couldn't call in because y'all may be in London or something, you know what I'm saying? If y'all in London, then y'all can't. How the hell this get up there? What the? I'm stupid. And if I put this, will that work? Will that work if I try to slim it down? If I try to slim it down, will that work? Not really. All right, we'll work on it later. We'll figure it out later. I'm just going to get back in this screen. I'm just going to look at the chat. All right, chat box, ask me your questions because you may not have been able to call in because you talked up your anytime minutes anytime. What y'all got for the show? We'll figure it out and get back to it later. What y'all got? At work in this tsunami? Where you work at where there's a tsunami, sir? I know in New York they got some rain and hurricane up there, but is that the tsunami that you're referring to? Let's see. Voch, I was the 843 caller. Yeah, my call dropped. But you funny. My kitchen wasn't loud. My good sir. That kitchen was loud. I drive 18 wheels, and that was 9 of them talking. Now, that ain't sound like wheels. That sound like somebody was playing throw the pan at me. But it is what it is, though. Thanks for calling in, sir. Who would you trade Dak for? I would not. Special team improvement. If you check out my Q&A football soliloquy for episode 11, I was just saying all I need the Cowboys to do is to kick the ball out the back of the end zone on kickoffs and to make their field goals. And that's all we need. For special teams, that's all we need. Real Sports Talk says Jamal ain't no box safety, but I'm gonna leave it alone today. No, sir, I don't want you to leave it alone today. I want you to explain to me why he's not a box safety, and then I'll proceed to explain to you why. Call in. Where my phone's at? Where my phone's at? Where my phone's at?
The conference has been unlocked.
Call in, sir, and explain to me how Jamal Adams is not a box safety. Just have a little bit of conversation. Cornelius Edwards is a gangster. Dropped a dime in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Talon Bryant said thoughts on Dontari Poe. Please rewind my show. We did a pretty lengthy segment on Dontari Poe. Don't drag the corner from the chat to expand the chat. Drag the top or bottom to make it longer. Yeah. That ain't how this work in OBS. That ain't how this work. It's either gonna get bigger and I can crop it with Alt and click, or boom boom boom. But I'll figure it out. Trust me. Don't you worry. Real Sports Talk says he's gonna call in. So let's see what he's talking about. He says Jamal Adams is ain't no box safety. So I just want to hear his logic on why he is not a box safety. We like to approach everything with, with a little bit of whatever. Voch, why are they trying to get rid of our quarterback, Playboy? Because they're Am Legend monsters and they don't want to see the light, and they're very unreasonable. Even if I'm the last human on earth, they're gonna hate. Voch, you agree fixing special teams and upgrading those coaches gonna get us another 2 wins alone? Well, Brett Maher missing field goals lost us 4. So if you just take out the randomness of that number or stat or whatever, I would say that that's 3 games. And we lost to Belichick just based on one decision. And you know what I'm saying? So it's possible. It's possible that one mistake in special teams can cost you a game. And we had multiple games with one mistake. He's talking wild parsley. Wait a minute, I got a sound drop for that.
Does that look like wild parsley to you?
Is DeMarcus going to be a stand-up? No. We're not gonna run 3-4. I feel like I've been saying that one for months now. We're not gonna run a 3-4. We're gonna run a 4-3 with some 3-4 elements. That can simply mean we're gonna run a 4-3 with a guy standing up. So I don't know. You let me know if you've heard something different though. How about my rollout though, my guy? How about my? Where'd I get my soundboard working? Let me know. The gent with the comment saying Jamal Adams ain't no box safety need to look up the definition. I agree, but I also invited him to call into the show. I invited him to call into the show and explain to us why he's not a box safety. And I got reasons why he is. I just don't want to give up the answer right now. I want him to, put himself out there first. Let's see. Blake Bell opinion. He's cool. He'll be a blocking tight end for us. He'll catch like 8 passes a year or something like that. 4-3 hybrid, indubitably. Another key loss is Colombo. Any thoughts on that? I mean, listen, man, they could hire Voch Lombardi as offensive line coach. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and I'm going to find out what my offensive line does well. I'm going to ask them questions. I'm going to ask them what they like to do. And we're just going to keep doing what they like to do. We're going to keep doing what they like to do well. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Let's see. I'm waiting on old boy to call in. He said he was going to call in and hit me with some fire. I want to see what's crack-a-lacking with him. I just want to see.
Hold on, guys.
I just want to see. I don't know. Oh, it's Coach Garrett. What do you say?
Hold on, guys.
Okay. Connor McGovern starting by the end of the year. I want to start him at the beginning of the year, but I want to start him at center, but that's just my own personal opinion. That may or may not mean anything, but I want Connor McGovern to be the starting center, Williams at guard, Smith at tackle, in my personal opinion. That's one. Okay, Real Talk Sports is Josh. Okay, that's okay. I got you, Josh. How is Jamal Adams not a box safety, sir? Let me turn the volume up so the good people at home can hear you. You say he ain't no box safety. Explain to me how he's not.
Hey, yo, real quick, I
I wasn't even gonna call it a show today until you had.
Well, you here now.
I was just gonna listen. All right, so this is my thing. Now you know how I feel about Jamal from the talk we had the last time.
I guess.
Here's my thing.
I don't remember you, man.
Here's my thing.
10,000 people called my show. I don't remember you. Don't come up here and talk like you like I'm supposed to remember you.
Well, the real sports talk dude, the dude with the YouTube channel, all this stuff, right?
I remember you.
901.
I remember you.
There you go.
I mean, you're like 19 or something. But yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever.
My only thing with the he not about safety is the only thing I'm saying is this. I just feel like when people say he a box safety, I feel like people like putting him in this like little lane, and I feel like to me he's more of like a defensive player where you can put him at a lot of different spots. So I just feel like he's not just a box safety.
So I got
so
listen. I got two ways to retort that. One, I don't want to know what you feel. Tell me what is what. When you get into these conversations on the internet, these debates on the internet, because I'm teaching you something right now. Don't come with what you feel. I'm not here to talk about what you feel. But watch this though. Those other positions that you talk about that Jamal Adams play. What other positions are those?
Linebacker. I think he can play the linebacker position well. I think he can play the slot position like against tight ends. I think he can play both of those. I think he's more than just a spot safety that you just put in the box.
So if he makes plays in the run, in the box, if he's a good blitzer in the box, if he can play linebacker in the box, if he's going to play nickel to cover a tight end, if a tight end is in line, then that would put the nickel corner in the box. So why is Jamal Adams not a box safety if all the positions that he plays and all the football traits that he plays well are in the box? What's stopping him from not being a box safety, sir?
Shoot.
Can he play?
Can
he play outside corner? No, listen. Can he play outside corner? He cannot play outside.
Not.
Can he play free safety really well?
I think he can do it. Okay, I think he can do it well. I think he can do it well at a starting level.
Get off the phone.
No, sir. No, sir. Jamal Adams is a box safety, sir. But there's nothing wrong with being a box safety because he's the best box safety in the league. He's just a box safety. That's it.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
The only reason why I kind of came with that is because I'm on Twitter today, right?
Sure.
And I see this little thing I saw this little thing on Jamal Adams' Twitter where he had put in like exclamation quote, he's just a box safety, right? Mm-hmm. And it had like his stat, and it was like top defenders in third and fourth down.
Sure.
And it was like him, I think Eric Kendrick. It was like and like two D linemen, like two top D linemen.
Aaron Donald
and my man like coming.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah, but
like when I say, I feel like you right when you say like when he does a lot of stuff from the box. I understand that, but I was just more so speaking of it from like I feel like when you say that, some people that's not as like more of a casual fan, they just gonna be like, oh, he just safety, or he just played this. When they don't understand, he can be valuable at all levels. Like he just ain't a safety. He can also be a good linebacker. He can also play. He can do this. He can go against the tight ends and all that stuff. And I feel like casual fans, when they hear that, they just be like, oh, well, he just safety. He just a safety, and that just like irritates me.
I mean, I'm sorry that it irritates you, but he is a safety and he is a box safety. Now, if you want to tell those people that, hey, he's a box safety, but he's like the best box safety, best box safety in the league. If you want to do that, then fine. But don't just be mad because somebody calls him a box safety, because he is. Aaron Donald could be one of the best third and fourth down players. He was on that list with him, but that doesn't make Aaron Donald not a D lineman. He's still a D lineman. He's still a D. And to be fair, there may be 3 plays on Aaron Donald film of him dropping back in coverage. That don't make him a linebacker. He's still a D lineman, and regardless of what his stats are on third and fourth down, that is what he is. And Jamal Adams is a box safety, sir.
All right, cool.
You learned something new today. I appreciate you, man. Hang up the phone now. Go ahead and get back in the chat box now. I appreciate you. Hey man, let me tell y'all something. Now. Let me just tell y'all something, bro. This ain't Paul Feinbaum here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Colin Cowherd and them. This ain't First Take. This is the Voch Lombardi show. You can get away with that with the I don't know what team he's a fan. I don't know Texans. I don't know what you can try that with the Texans YouTubers or something like that, but you can't do that with the Lombardi. Not gonna be able to do it. Let me hit my war call because I ain't got my sound ready set up. Anyway, chat box. What else y'all got before we go? What else y'all? What else y'all want to do before we get up out of here? Before I go get this workout in, so I can get in shape, so I can go smoke Big Game James. What we doing? What we got, chat? How can your fifth or sixth player earn 15% of the cap? If your fifth or sixth player is really good, then give it to him. I don't know. I got a mouthpiece, 100%. What else y'all got? We're gonna take like two more, then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna take two more, then we're gonna get up out of here. Absolutely. Original Six Productions. We never said that Jamal Adams is not a bad player or that he sucks because he plays box safety or anything like that. I'm just simply letting you know he is a box safety. Mr. Rice says he's not just a box safety, Voch Lombardi. He's not just a box safety. Watch Voch Lombardi's breakdown of his LSU tape. It is a great video. However, he did do a lot of those things in LSU, but in the National Football League, he's going to do a lot less of those things. So Jamal's a box safety. He's a box safety. He's just a really, really good box safety. Everything that you ask box safeties to do, he does them really well, and that's just facts. Hey, Voch, do you have the option for us to subscribe as a monthly subscription? Yes, that'll be my Patreon, because there are YouTube memberships that let people subscribe monthly, but YouTube takes 30%. So if you subscribe for $5, they take, I'm an idiot, what's that? They take like, what? 140 or something, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got the number on top of my head or whatever, but YouTube takes a lot. But my Patreon, which is in the description, you can subscribe to me monthly. We do dope things over there. I give away some merchandise every month to a patron member. I need Real Cachet to hit me up. I sent him an email. I'm gonna probably hit him on the Discord or something like that. But we give away free merch when we do like fantasy football, leagues or whatever. I'll be reaching from my patrons to do that. I'm about to start like giving away like Amazon gift cards too. You know what I'm saying? Just buying up a whole gang of them joints and just like passing them out to some patrons or whatever. So I have a lot of things in planned for my patron people. Plus I got like throwback film sessions. So Mike Vick from Virginia Tech. I got a Tom Brady Michigan film session up there. I wanted to do Peyton Manning Tennessee, but it's hard finding that film, but I'm gonna find it for you. And like an Aaron Donald Pittsburgh film. So go and check that out. 150 is 30% of $5. So cool. For every $5 I make, YouTube will take $1.50. To where on Patreon, if I make $5, they'll take like 70%. So it's just a better way to do that. I probably should do YouTube memberships, but I don't want to give back to the machine in that way. So hit my Patreon. It's in the description. I appreciate your support. Salute. Answer this: what gives Dallas a better chance to win? Dak getting hurt and Dalton comes in, or Zeke getting hurt and Pollard comes in? I don't want Dak on the sideline, so I would guess Zeke getting hurt. I think Pollard can play. I think Pollard was about to play, and I was ready to live life without Zeke, but that's just that. One more question, and we gonna roll. And you know what? That's the thing, man. Like when I go on, like I'm going on the Bad Dog sports show Wednesday. I'm going over there. But I ain't really going to get into this big fight that everybody want me to get into. You know what I mean? Because I just don't. I feel like we're gonna scream at each other, but at the end of the day, nothing is concrete until we get a season. So a Giants fan can't say, "Oh, we're gonna be better than y'all this year." The Washington football Wizards, they're gonna be. you know, you can't call Dak Prescott whack because I feel like he's only lost like a total 6 division games. So you can't say he's beating y'all like so, man, you know. So I'm just gonna come with my, you know, with my little. I ain't trying to fussing. I ain't trying to get hoarse and scream. You know what I mean? Unless, because I am 28 years old and I have a gang of energy and I have this overwhelming obsession for smoke. If they talk crazy to me, man, I know at this point on 7/10/2020, I know I'm not looking to go there for a fight, but let me just kind of sit in that room for a little bit. If a fight develops, I can't help but to swing on somebody. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Mel Hayes says, "What happened to you young and you here for it? Get on there and act up." Nah. See, when I get into my whole young I'm here to debate bag, that's me trying to teach Cowboy fans better. You know what I mean? I would rather have Cowboy fans act a little better in terms of their own team. But when it comes to debating other teams, I'm not gonna feel like it. But all they got to do is say something crazy to me, and it'll pop off because I got a long list of stats in my head, bro. So it'll be what it is, man. I feel like Dak Prescott's only lost to each division team like twice. Dak lost to the Eagles in 2017 and this year. That year in week 17 where like the Eagles beat up on like Mark Sanchez and shit, like that don't count to me. So he's only lost 2 games to the Eagles, 2 games to the Giants. Both of those were in Dak's freshman campaign, and 2 games to Washington. One was the LP Ladisor fake false start, and another one, I think that was also like 2017 or something. So it ain't a whole bunch that the NFC East can say in terms of like Cowboys or whatever, but y'all know me, man. Y'all know how I get down, man. I only got so much in me before I can, you know, before I go there with them. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me close that down. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was if I bring this down, that's a little better. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This was so fun, man. This was great. I had some technical difficulties. Y'all know when this shit uploads, I'm gonna go in and splice it up and crop out the little pieces where we had technical difficulties. We're gonna pretend like they didn't even happen. Y'all already know how that's gonna go, man. But we're gonna continue to tweak this little thing. I'm not gonna be live very, very much, especially like in the upcoming, you know, situations or whatever. I got a little movement that I got going on, but I'm gonna continue to tweak these little settings to just mess around. You know, with the cameras, I definitely want to get my soundboard figured out and all that good stuff. So we'll get it done. We'll figure it out. But until then, man, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. And how dope is my waiting music though? Like how dope is my waiting? My waiting music so fire, man. Anyway, till next time, man. I'm gonna try to work on this. I got a lot of content that I'm going to work on that I'm going to be putting out over the next week or a few weeks or so. Next up is probably going to be a film session on like Van Der Esch or Dontari Poe. So y'all stay tuned for that. But until then, man, peace.